So just following up on our previous meetings, I just want to go over your 3 C's again, your career, course and country, just to make some notes from today. So can you remind me, what is the country that you're primarily focusing on going to?
America.
Okay, so going to go to the USA. And you are looking in the course at the moment, obviously, to play tennis at a divisional level?
Yeah.
Division 1/2?
Yeah, that's right.
Have you thought about what academic course you would go alongside that you were thinking of?
Definitely aspects of business. And then within that, maybe something to do with the entrepreneurial side of business or in more marketing base.
Okay, and if you were looking at your career goal when you finish university, so like a US college-based divisional playing, like 4-year degree, what's your first plan? What would you be doing ultimately if everything goes perfectly?
Ultimately, playing professional tennis after coming out of college, and then secondly, maybe running my own business or working within the business industry.
And could that business be sports tennis related, or would it be quite flexible to looking any different fields?
Quite flexible to any aspect really.
Okay.
But definitely within sport and tennis, if the opportunity came up to work within that industry, yeah.
Okay. And ideally remain in the United States or potentially work anywhere in the world?
Anywhere in the world, I'm flexible with that.
Yeah.
So we use a platform called Unifrog, which I know you're familiar with already.
Yeah.
And Unifrog, US universities, we're just going to kind of run through that as a search engine to see if it gets you some ideas, and we can take the data. Okay, so we'll just run through that, and I'm being you at the moment, but we can talk through it.
Yeah.
So if we go in here at the moment, and that will take us through into different opportunities. You don't have US citizenship, do you? No? Okay,
No.
so we'll leave that as that. And this is the kind of what I often referred to as the broken leg scenario. Let's say you are the world's greatest golfer, and we hope you are, but then you've got plan B.
Yes.
What would be a kind of related career to that, in the business of golf?
Yes, the business side of things.
So maybe something, if we looked at business and sport as possible connections? Okay, so if we come back from that and look maybe business and
Business management.
yeah, okay. Okay. Let's take one. We can scroll down through the different ideas as well. Would you administration or more focused in on certain ideas? You could take
Yeah, administration.
business administration. Okay, let's take those ideas as a starting point for the moment. Okay, so without getting too kind of stuck into each one, the courses that you've picked out here for this particular one, was there anything at Prairie View which stood out as a course that you would be interested in?
I think there was one within business marketing that stood out very well.
Okay, so should we have a little closer looking on that? So from here, if you can click on the admission site, and also you can see the link to the admissions if you want to ask specific questions about it. So if we're clicking onto admissions to have a look at the course. And you were looking specifically in the College of Business?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. Okay, so the one that you were looking at originally, did you say?
Was in management and marketing.
Management and marketing. I mean, one thing to consider when you're going to do a 4-year degree course, a lot of the US models are quite what they call like a liberal arts module.
Yeah.
So you get lots of different separate modules which are quite flexible. So you'd have to make some informed choices about what modules you would select once you were there. Having gone through this at the moment, was it which one was it?
Management and marketing.
Management and marketing. Have you had a look at this already?
I haven't actually looked into it great detail, but briefly, yeah.
Okay. Okay, so these are the kind of, I mean, I know from our previous conversation you were interested in entrepreneurship.
Yeah, that's right.
So that could be like a module that you could make as one of your majors in that degree program, which would be good. And then you could have a look at those other subsections. I mean, we could spend quite a lot of time clicking on those, but I wanted to show you those are the kind of things you would like investigate. Say, that module and that module, that really fits together for what I'd like to go forward on. And also what kind of end degree possibility. The other thing, of course, because you're looking at being a pro tennis player, is to correlate that research with the NCAA.
Yeah.
Have you looked at the NCAA yet?
I haven't, no.
Okay, so the other flip on this then is to go onto the NCAA website. So if you go, it's really easy to locate. It's just ncaa.com.
Yeah.
And then when you click on sports, you would scroll down to tennis and click M for male.
Yeah.
And then when you get to that stage, the next thing to go forward is to look at, well, you can look at lots of things, but you might be interested in the rankings, or you can actually search directly under the schools for that particular school that university in the United States. So here, Division 1 tennis, and these are regional. Okay, so we may not find your particular college now. You can look here at, in this particular division, Wake Forest is considered to be the #1 tennis school in that part of America. And then you could have a look at those other subsections. I mean, we could spend quite a lot of time clicking on those, but I wanted to show you those are the kind of things you would like investigate. Say, that module and that module, that really fits together for what I'd like to go forward on. And also what kind of end degree possibility. The other thing, of course, because you're looking at being a pro tennis player, is to correlate that research with the NCAA.
Yeah.
Have you looked at the NCAA yet?
I haven't, no.
Okay, so the other flip on this then is to go onto the NCAA website. So if you go, it's really easy to locate. It's just ncaa.com.
Yeah.
And then when you click on sports, you would scroll down to tennis and click M for male.
Yeah.
And then when you get to that stage, the next thing to go forward is to look at, well, you can look at lots of things, but you might be interested in the rankings, or you can actually search directly under the schools for that particular school that university in the United States. So here, Division 1 tennis, and these are regional. Okay, so we may not find your particular college now. You can look here at, in this particular division, Wake Forest is considered to be the #1 tennis school in that part of America. So it's quite useful to go through there to see which are the tennis academies, and we talked before about tennis rankings, didn't we? Where you fit there, and then to make sure that fits with that academic course to see if they cross over. Unfortunately, the only way to do that is to have the two things going at the same time. So to correlate with the NCAA rankings and to correlate with that Unifog for the US colleges at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay, so that does take a little bit of graft. It's quite nice for you to be involved in that process, because obviously I know you're working with Tennis Smart, and they're going to build your portfolio and they're going to help contact coaches for you.
Yeah.
But if you are informed about what the options are, then you can have a little bit more proactive approach to what course you might study when you go to those colleges.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
The one other thing that I was thinking about is Tennis Smart will put together your portfolio to send to those coaches.
Yeah.
I'm just going to show you some examples, or I'm going to show you one particular example of one of our D2 students and what she did to put her portfolio together. So she's built that. She built this one in Google Drive and has put her video clips, which she uploaded into YouTube, of her, in this case, playing golf.
Yeah.
She's collected that information together. She's also got her different academics and other extracurricular things to support her application, and they're all in one place.
Yeah.
Now, again, that's going to be built for you, but it could be thinking, oh, I'm going to go off and play this tennis competition. Is anybody videoing me? I need it to be videoed. Or if there's any information, statistics that I can collect together, that's really, really useful. There's just an awareness in case someone else isn't doing it, I need this collected, or I want to put it together. It's relatively straightforward to build a portfolio, but then of course Tennis Smart are going to do that for you. But it's just more of an awareness of what to put those three things together in the first place.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's my kind of overview of where we are at the moment. You've got a short list. We need to spend a little bit more time, I think, than we have right at the moment, going through and seeing, is this the right course and the right NCAA divisional level? We need to get your SAT scores in. So when you've got those scores in, let me know. And then we can adjust in Unifog to see if maybe you could aim academically higher, or you could aim perhaps more consolidate those scores again. And then off the back of that, we can use the agency to kind of put everything together. And normally I recommend making some initial contact with coaches by the end of the first academic year.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.